Hey guys, we are live with the try to get this straightened up just a little bit. Sorry, I was running a little late. I was busy doing a few things. So we'll wait to see who's gonna join. I know it was kind of last minute, but I wanted to kind of go live with this to go through some quick Q&As with the new Arrma Granite voltage. I got this today from Tower Hobbies. It came in today. I was lucky enough to see it out there, and I went ahead and jumped on it and purchased it. So I see there's a couple people joining. So you guys let me know video quality. Light on. What's going on, RC Action? Light on, light off. Light on. Like you're getting your eyes examined. Number one, number two. Number one. So the questions are pouring straight in. So yeah, we'll dive right into this. So Brandon's saying, is it worth the money? I think they are cool, but wouldn't mind having one for my son for Christmas. Yes, you're paying $139. I ran this car a couple of times today. So I ran it with the stock barriers, and I did a brushless run as well, and I recorded them both. So if you guys are wanting to see the brushless run, if I get 10 individual thumbs up, I will go ahead and post that video tonight. If not, you guys have to wait till tomorrow. So it's great with the light on. Appreciate it. Hey, what's going on? We got two other people that just joined in and is commenting. So is this worth the money? It is. I mean, I'm not trying to blow smoke out there or anything like that. And the reason why I'm kind of going live with some of this stuff as well is because these cars are new, and it's something new that Arrma's released out here. And I want to be able to answer any questions you guys have. I've been trying to do this, and I'll do it for other cars that I have too, but I get more feedback on this one and also the Granite or their 4x4 series. So that's why I'm kind of going live with this. So, let's see. A couple questions kind of floated through. We'll go through the car too as well. So we'll leave okay, it's great with the light on. It'll be great for a Christmas present. You're going to have to really jump on it. I mean, you really are. When you see it, you're going to have to get it. Tower Hobbies has it in periodically. They get them in stock. I'm not sure if like A-Main or anything gets them in yet, but I'm pretty sure they will soon. You might be able to find some on eBay as well, but it is worth the money. I'm not going to lie. I ran it today. It ran fine, and we ran on 2S. It ran fine as well. A friend of mine actually drove it on 2S, and he actually smiled. He had just drove his Losi as well. But he said it was cool. He said it was worth the money. He said a kid would love it. So if you're getting this for a kid, they would love it. I think an adult would have fun with just bashing. Of course, an adult's going to do some upgrades, maybe do some minor upgrades things to it. But I want to show you guys a couple things on it too. So Brandon said, I just bought a Sentin 4x4 Mega for me, and I want something for him to play with as well. I buy two of them, one for my son and one for my stepson. Yeah, this will be great. And they come in two different colors. They're going to have a blast if you do it. I'm just letting you know right now. You guys saw the stock out the box video run, and, it ran fine. So do I think it's durable enough to bash hard? I think it is. I'm going to go through some more bashing videos. I'll post some more. I'm going to run it tomorrow. I'm going to drive it. You guys saw the terrain I was running on. I ran on 2S, so it's going to be a lot faster. So, what does the 1860-50 Charger look like, and how long does it take? I actually have that right over here with me. I'll just move this back a little bit. We'll point this down. And thank you, Hobbytown. They gave me a banner too. I have another Arrma banner, but Hobbytown actually gave me a banner as well. So Hobbytown Deluxe, I appreciate that. So here is the charger here. Hopefully you guys can see that. This took about 3 hours, I think, to charge. Let's see, I got in about 6 or 7, and I started charging it around then. So it's about 3 hours to charge. So that's what the charger looks like. I guys showed you in the unboxing what these batteries. This actually just charged up too. Now, excuse me, cool features about this was it's got this USB port. So as I was actually driving to the spot I was going to run at, it had charged for about 45 minutes, and of course they weren't charged. So I actually have a USB port in my car that I actually just plugged this into, and I let this charge on my way to where I was going to drive it. So that's a good thing, is that if you are out and about, or let's say you're traveling somewhere, you can plug this up if you have a USB port in your car and charge it. Or, most cell phones or most cars nowadays do have particular ports. Or if you're on a travel and go, you can charge it too. I'm pretty sure you guys that know a little bit more about these type of batteries and stuff know of some chargers and stuff that are out there. So that's kind of that for the charger. I see there's a couple more questions coming through. What is all good around 2S LiPo do you suggest? Also, what is a good LiPo balance charger and bag? I think that's what it's called. So the 2S LiPo I ran, it's kind of dusted right now, was this. It's a 35C 5,000 milliamp battery. I ran this in there, and I ran it for about 20 minutes or so. And I got a good runtime. I was out there just running it hard, just running on that rough terrain. So this is the battery I use. This is a hard case LiPo as well. The instructions say use a 25C or higher, so I do recommend you guys kind of stay around that as well. There's other batteries they have that's like a 25C that you could use as well. So is this actually getting blurry, guys, or can you guys see it pretty good? So I'm seeing it as being good, but I know sometimes these videos don't come out as clear. How about jumping and stuff? Well, it's 2-wheel drive, so it's not going to be as controllable as a 4-wheel drive truck is when you're jumping it and stuff. I'm going to try to adjust this back up without knocking everything over. So we're looking at that bad boy right there. So, but I will get the ramp out tomorrow, and I will get it jumping and stuff. What's going on, Jonathan? Temps on LiPo run. I'll have to check all that tomorrow. It was pretty cold today when I ran it. It was probably about 48 degrees. I know some of you are like, 48? That's not cold. Well, it was chilly for Georgia. So I'm going to have my temp gun tomorrow, and I'm going to run it with these batteries. I just got these charged up, so I'm going to run it with these. I don't know if I'll do an entire run. I'll try to, because I'll probably get about 6 to 7 minutes, so that'll be a pretty long run just to see how long of a runtime we get with these. So I have both of them that are charged up, so we'll run those in there. And then we'll check the temps after I run with that, and then we'll run it with a 2S LiPo. Yeah, charging in the car was cool. 3 hours is a long time to wait. I know there may be some quicker chargers out there. I'm not sure. It'd be cool if there was something to also check, and I don't know if you guys know that, or if there is something to check the capacity of these. Is there something you can like plug up to see? I doubt it, to see what the capacity is on these, but I doubt that seriously. But there may be. I don't know. I know, like I said before in the unboxing, Energizer Duracell had a checker for these batteries. So I'm giving away 3 iPhones. Okay, yeah. Okay, that has nothing to do with this, so we'll leave that where that's at. Did it get more power with the LiPo? Yes, it did. It got a lot more power with the LiPo. It probably increased speeds, I would say about 3 or 4 miles per hour. I mean, you can actually see it, the speed increase in there. So you can see it fine, thanks. Like I said, if I get 10 unique thumbs up from 10 of you guys that are watching, I will release the 2S LiPo driving video after we go live. So that'll be about 12 o'clock Eastern Standard. So if I get 10, I have to kind of get them so I can count them in a row. Because I know last time I said, let me get 5 thumbs ups. And somebody just put 5 thumbs up in their message. So they got me on that one. Yeah, so these batteries are for the truck. I can put this down and actually go into detail with this. So somebody say get the 4-wheel drive if you want to jump. You can jump with the 2-wheel drive. This will be fine. How much are the stock batteries and chargers? I haven't seen any of them. I saw some on Tower Hobbies. I think that was Brandon. Does that say Onyx? Yes, this does. Hopefully that'll focus in. These are the Duratrax Onyx batteries. They sell a 25C as well. And actually, I saw Tower Hobbies has a Black Friday sale with batteries. I think they're pretty cheap and stuff, so you can use some of their coupon codes to get discounted batteries. So you can get the 25C Onyx batteries. I think they may be a 4,000 milliamp, which is going to be fine to run in here and kind of run in most cars anyway that are going to be brushed. Yeah, these are the big vape batteries. So I'm pretty sure some of you guys out there that know a little bit more about this know how to kind of get these and stuff. How much do they cost? These, I think Tower Hobbies is the one I've seen that stock these suckers in so far. I think they were like $24 for 4 more with a charge, with a 4-port charge. I can't remember exactly. I can't remember right offhand. So let's get into the truck a little bit real quick. I wanted to show you guys while we're here a couple of things. If you guys have questions, keep putting them out. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty well, and I can reach over without knocking everything over with this car. One thing I wanted to point out, let's see if we'll go ahead and get this body off, and we're going to get up close and personal real quick. So someone's answering about the 18650 battery, so I appreciate that. So I wanted to show you guys, I took the gear cover off. You guys can see in there, and if I have to take the tire and wheel off, I can. But you guys can see in there that they give you 2 more mounting holes for using different size pinion gears. Now, I don't know exactly what size you can use, but you guys see right there that you can use different size pinion gears in there. So you'd be able to gear up. I don't know what size tooth this pinion gear is right offhand, so my apologies on that. But I wanted to show this to you guys that you can switch that out if you want to get a little bit more top end and stuff. But of course, we want to judge to see how the temperatures are on this truck. So, and that was just 2 screws to remove that. And then of course, you'd probably have to remove this spur gear to get to the screw that's up in there. Other things with the car, let's go ahead and get this off of this stand real quick. And we'll put this stand over there. Is it a slipper clutch? I don't know. It doesn't look like it from the outside. There may be something on the inside you can kind of adjust with that. So it supports 3 size pinion gears, not 2. It's going to be 3 because there was 3 holes. There's the stock hole, and then there is the other 2 holes. So you guys, this is made for the beginner and kind of intermediate person, or if you're trying to just get something to bash around with, you may be able to get away with a very mild brushless system or a more powerful brush motor. But this thing ran fine out the box, guys. It really did. I was impressed of how it ran. So with this, let me pull this out real quick. Now, Arrma's got a lot of videos on this, which is good. They're very short tutorials. They're 2 or 3 minutes long, some of them are. But they explain a lot about this car. And some of the key things, if you get this for a kid, you want to make sure. This has got some dust in it. You guys know I've been running it earlier. Some of the key things you can or cannot see right here is it's got these arrows here. So these arrows are showing you that this needs to actually go in this way, of course. Now, I know you may say, duh, we know that. But sometimes people may forget and actually try to put this in backwards. And you see it will probably fit, but it's going to probably reverse the polarity and stuff of the battery. So you want to make sure that these arrows are pointing this direction of when it goes in. So other things with this is you guys see here they have, let's see if we can tilt this down a little bit more. We'll just tilt this. You see they have plus, minus, plus, minus. You want to make sure you match that up. So we put these batteries in, slides in right there. Same thing here. So you want to make sure that those kind of match up when you put those in there, because you don't want to reverse those on there with that. Put that in, bam, close it right up. I got the radio around here somewhere. Ugh. Try to turn the radio on real quick. And of course, I knocked this all over. Of course, since I put those and I was running it on LiPo earlier, we want to plug this in right here. So now that that's plugged in, you know, we're pretty much good to go. I'll put this back on the stand as well. And hopefully this tripod will stay up and won't get knocked over. The tires won't knock everything over. And we'll get this turned on. And there it is. As far as running it, of course, I was going to run it. You guys can see. Now, one thing I do want to point out, I took it to my local hobby shop, and I let the owner there, he wanted to test drive real quick, so we went out and test drove it. One thing that he noticed that I noticed too is as we was driving the car and we were going into turns and stuff, the power stayed on. Now, we've noticed that with other cars, other brands of cars, I'm not going to put out any names, I'm not talking about any name brands, but basically, when you go into turns and stuff, the power kind of dies down. It didn't do that with this, which was a good thing. And he noticed it, and he mentioned it, and I noticed when I was driving it too, but, you know, I've driven so many different cars, sometimes in a single day, that I tend to not pay attention to certain things, or I tend to just drive how the car drives. But he noticed that, and he thought that that was a good thing and a plus as well. So, can you fill the whole battery case full of batteries? Yes, you can. You can put up to 6 of those batteries in here. So I'm actually going to take this battery out in a second, and I'm going to put a LiPo battery in there as well to show you guys kind of how that works. No, it's not way too many. What these do is these run in parallel, not in series. So it comes with 2 batteries, and let me go ahead and turn this off real quick and get this off this stand. I'll just push this back, and I'll remount this right here. Show you this real quick. So these batteries that it comes with, you see these are 1500 milliamp batteries. So these batteries is going to be 1500 milliamps. You get 2 more batteries, it's going to be 3000, and then you get 2 more, it's going to be 4500. So if you get all 6 batteries, that's going to be 4500 milliamps. And I showed you guys earlier kind of the runtime with it on the box as well. With these, you're going to get, I think it said 6 to 9 minutes. If you add 4 batteries, you're going to get up to 15 minutes, I think it was. And if you add more, you get up to like 22 minutes. But it's going to depend on how hard you run the car too. So does that answer your question there for that? Yay, nay, no, yay. So also with this, you cannot use an 8.4 volt hump pack, of course. You see how this is? This is not going to work at all. I know some of you guys may do certain things where you'll have a LiPo and you lose that and you'll just try to slide this in here, but you're going to have a lot of play if you don't have this in here. So yes, it does. I'll show you. Someone asked, does it have a LiPo cutoff switch? It's got these jumpers and things right here. So right now it is in LiPo mode. So when you go to putting a nickel metal battery in here, you're just going to pull this up and put it actually in the 2 jumpers for a nickel metal. So right now it is able to run, you know, LiPos and stuff, and it will have that LVC detection or LVD detection to cut off, so you won't over discharge any of your batteries. So with the LiPo battery, you're basically going to put it in there like that. Let me see if I can mount this back down here again. I need to purchase me some goggles. How about that? That may work for when I do stuff like this. So it's going to be a tight fit. Like I said, Arrma shows this in some of their videos as well. But you're basically pushing that in, tucking your balance wire in, bam, and that squeezes up in there. Trying to do this without knocking everything over. So that slides up in there like that. You close this up, and you're actually going to tilt this up a little bit. You're actually going to unplug this and plug this in here, of course, for the LiPo battery. So that's kind of how it works. I didn't snap that in all the way, but it gives you kind of a feel of how LiPo batteries and stuff would work and fit up in here. So it does have full ball bearings. It does have 12mm hexes on here as well. So I did see not only an increase in performance when I ran a 2S LiPo, it did handle a little bit better because it did have a little bit more weight. Of course, just 2 of these compared to a LiPo pack, it is going to give it more weight and stuff. But since it is mid-motor as well, I wish I still had my Granite two-wheel drive. That would have been an excellent run against this. I don't even think I have any friends that have one. But that would be good to just run these two out there together, just so you guys can kind of see the performance difference between the two. So, all right. So, guys, any questions? Any questions? If there's no questions, I see about, I don't know, about 15 people still on. You guys still there? Are you falling asleep? Or are you just kind of waiting for me to do something crazy on here? So we went down to 14. So we'll probably lose a couple more. So while we got you last 14 guys on, we had a couple of questions. Can you add another? Well, you'll have to take this out because this is kind of a built-in unit. This has the receiver and ESC built into one. And you guys see that, I don't know if I can pull this out. There we go. This is actually where for the servo. So if you wanted to change this out, you're going to have to change all those. The servo, you're going to have to change all three of these really. But you can do upgrades to it. I mean, you would put it, maybe I'll do that at some point in time if you guys want. I'm not sure of what this ESC, if I could try to get this down back up in here. I'll do that in a second. I'm not sure of what they turned for. I do have some motors. Let's see what this ESC can hold. So there's a couple other questions coming up. Sorry. So in other words, no, you can't separate those. How is the servo speed? I just had this plugged up. I can plug it up again real quick and show you guys the servo speed with it on the ground, since there's questions coming in about that. Give that a second to come on. Oh, I unplugged the servo. Dirt! That's not going to work unless the servo's plugged in. Why didn't you guys tell me? Alright, I'm just going to pull this out and plug that in. So does that give you a good idea of the servo speed? It's strong enough to turn them. I've seen ready-to-run cars where you turn the tires and wheels, and it turns, but it doesn't turn all the way because the servo's not strong enough. So I believe this is about a 70-ounce servo. So it's enough to turn this car and do what it needs to do for, especially for two-wheel drive. How was the transmitter? The transmitter is fine. I did on the unboxing. I don't know if you guys saw that. But I also did a comparison between this transmitter, and I have the stock one over here as well, and the stock Arrma transmitter. Let's see if I can move this back a little bit more and show you guys. You guys see that pretty good? So this is the transmitter that Arrma includes just with every other car they have except for this particular brand. I'm going to turn this off because I'm notorious for hitting cars in my living room and they jumping all over the place. So you guys see some of the differences there between the two transmitters. I know in one of the unboxings in the store I said it was small, but it's actually pretty big. It's just I'm used to this particular type coming with Arrma. So does it have adjustable shock towers? No, it does not. We can get up close and dirty again with this. Let's see, move this stuff over here real quick. So there you guys go. You see the shock towers there. They're not adjustable as far as adjusting the height of those shocks, nor down there either. So if RPM and them see this video, that would be something they could do, make some aftermarket parts where you can actually adjust those there. These body mounts are adjustable, so that's good. You can actually adjust that on there. So, okay. Yeah, you'll have to replace it if you want to upgrade the radio. How do the tires feel? The tire compound was fine. When I first saw the tread, I was like, it's maybe not gonna stick that well, but it stuck well. It actually did well. You guys saw the videos, or the video that I did on the stock out of box run. It actually stuck well and it handled well, and we took it on and off road, and then we took it on kind of that black sprayed down pavement, and it stuck and handled well. I was actually impressed, and I know that part of the reason for this handling so well is going to be because of the mid motor as well. The motor's not mounted to the rear, so that helped the handling big time with this. So I like squeezing tires. I like the noise. So any other questions you guys have? I don't know if you guys may have missed some stuff, but I'm just kind of circling over car. Well, you have this 40-year-old RC noon. So I'm 41, finna be 42 soon. So and I got a lot of RC cars, and I constantly get them. This stuff is as I say, it's like crack. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. When Tower had this in, I just got it, guys. I mean, because I know that they've been selling out, and I kind of kicked myself for not getting it. One of my friends ordered his for his son, because we had talked about it, we had discussed it, and he said I'm gonna get one for his son. So he got one for his 3-year-old kid for Christmas. So. Oh, no problem, no problem. You guys might want to jump on it when you see it out there. I think it's well worth the money. I mean, even with the body's not like cheaply made or anything. I do recommend, if you can, like I said with the other ones, get those Dean body foam spacers to kind of put on here, because it's going to help protect your body, because this body, as you're bashing, you see it does have a little bit of movement, so it is going to rub, and it's going to eventually start rubbing some of that paint off. Or you can just get some duct tape and tape over these spots, because you guys see there it is rubbing off. Hopefully that focuses in a little bit better. You see that it is kind of rubbing off there. So I do recommend, I'm going to actually do that, put some tape over these to keep this paint from rubbing off as I run this truck more and it starts to flip. That is a big spur gear. Does it have dog bones? They're a little bit different though. I don't know if you guys can really see that or not. You see how that's constructed back there? Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. So they're actually pretty thick, and it actually like a unique kind of style where it cups into the dog bone. So it actually cups in there. So I don't see any of those breaking as you're driving this thing at all. I don't see you having a problem with any dog bones, drive shafts breaking off, or you flipping and losing those. So for $100 more, is the Granite 4x4 a better choice? Yeah, I mean they're both good. You can't go wrong with either one. That's kind of a hard question to ask, because you're comparing a 2-wheel drive to a 4-wheel drive. And both cars are great. I mean, they really are. You guys know I have the Granite 4x4, and I've driven that. And if I can get to the track, I'm going to take this on the track as well to see how this performs out there. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of like, comparing a V6 car to a V8. You're going to have differences, of course, with that. The 4-wheel drive is going to handle a little bit better because of the 4-wheel drive, and the Granite's going to have, bigger and stickier tires as well. It does have some more adjustability to it, but both cars are very unique in their own way. So if your budget can allow you to get the Granite 4x4, I say go for it. Or if you want to get this one first and then get the Granite 4x4 later, then go for it. I hope that answers that question about the Granite 4x4 compared to this. Sorry, I'm trying to read through some of these questions. Uh-oh, it says very poor connection. How bad? I'm assuming good. I didn't get any, the connection's messed up. So, do you guys want to see the 2S run tonight, or you want to wait till tomorrow afternoon? I'm going to give you guys the choice on that. It was about 20 people, now went down to 14, back up to 15. So if you're just joining, I don't know if you want to say hey or have any questions, but we're just kind of going through this. We've been live for almost about 30 minutes now. So I got 2 nows. I got one now tonight. You guys give me a thumbs up icon. Give me 10 of them from 10 different people, and I'll post it up as soon as we get done with this so you guys can see that run. If not, you got to wait till tomorrow. I got 2 nows. You got the likes you wanted. No, I mean the actual thumbs up icon, you know, in your, you can send a smiley face. That's what I was talking about for that. You got the likes you wanted. Publish it tonight. He is very firm with that, isn't he? There you go. 2-wheel drive slash to the 4-wheel drive slash. Even though those are huge price differences. A 2-wheel drive slash is like, what, $189 a brush one? Brushless is like $3, and the brushless is like almost $500 or something, man. Oh my gosh. So I'm just messing with you guys. I'll publish it tonight. I will publish it tonight. I'll publish it in about 20-30 minutes. I'll go ahead and put the brushless run out there so you guys can see that run. How about that? I'm going to take it to the park and stuff tomorrow. Uh-oh, we got 4. 4 people actually gave me a thumbs up. All right, guys. So are there any other questions you guys have for this car? Oh, we got 5. Uh-oh, I think somebody did it twice, though. It's all right. It's all good. No? Any other questions, concerns? I mean, this thing comes with full ball bearings. I was going to kind of go through a couple more things, but there's not too much really to go through. I mean, the biggest thing about this is the innovativeness of the battery design and stuff, and, you know, things in that. So, I know I'm just taking these off. So, it does have 12mm hexes. You guys see that there. So, you see how beefy these things are. I don't see anybody breaking this car. I mean, I think if you run into something, it's not going to break. Yeah, let me know how that phase-on is. I know they're going to be a little bit different. I'm curious to know if the phase-on has a different size pinion gear, because it doesn't have these big meats like this one does. Push it down so we can hear the sweet sound of the shock. We'll have to put that tire back on. So if you get that phase, and I haven't seen too much information on it, the booklet did not include like a exploded view of the car. I think you just have to go to Arrma's site and kind of get that. Because I'm kind of curious of if the phase-on comes with a different size pinion gear, which I'm pretty sure it does, because it doesn't have these big meats to kind of move around. As soon as I get this on, you can hear the sounds of the shock. Listen. You hear that? Satisfy you? Parts availability. I saw parts all on Tower Hobbies. That is one good thing that I noticed that Arrma did with this. When they released this, and they also released their Mega 4x4 series, there are parts out there. So that's for me, that's a big thumbs up, because when I was at the track, I was driving my Sentin, and I did have a part that I needed to replace on it. It wasn't anything bad or anything like that, but I got the part. It was like $4 for it. And you guys will see that footage come up really soon. I'll probably put that up in about another day or two. I got a couple of videos to try to post up and stuff. You're going to get one for your wife? There you go. She'll be fine with this, and then you could just put a faster brush system or something in it. All right, guys, you guys have any more questions? Anything else you want to see on this truck before we get ready to close this out? I'll close it out in about 2 minutes. If we don't have any more questions or concerns, or, you know, any FYIs or something like that. Yeah, that's true. There are some cars that do come out there with no parts. I've seen it time and time again. People will release cars and stuff, and, you know, they don't have parts for it, and it does suck. No, I don't. I did a while back. I did years ago. You guys, if you search on my channel, and I'll try to find the link and put it in the description, I did have it, and I actually ran the brushed Granite in the same area that I ran this one. I wish I still had it. I think I can't remember what I did with it. It wasn't a bad truck. I had a lot of RC cars and stuff, and I think a kid didn't have an RC car or something like that. I think that's what happened with that. So, I appreciate it, Aaron. I'm trying to get this stuff out for you guys. I mean, I'm spending a lot of money, spending my dough. But I enjoy it. I mean, I really do. I enjoy this part of the hobby and getting cars, and especially new stuff like this. I like seeing what they're doing with it. Oh, one other thing. Um, on my unboxing, I mentioned how on some of the other Arrma cars they have those little rubber things that actually connect the body clips and stuff. You guys see that these holes, that this will kind of focus in, that these holes are actually pre-drilled in. So if you purchase those are like $2.99, I think, or $3.99 from Tower. I mean, they may have them at other places too. You can just plug those right. You don't have to worry about putting holes or anything in your body. They've already got holes in here. They just didn't include that with these. So I think there was one or two more questions come up. Is this Ruckus length or Stampede length? It's going to be Stampede length. It's the same length as the Granite 4x4. My Granite 4x4 is in the other room. So I'm actually cleaning it up from the track run and mud run. We had a big mud run with it. Does this feel much different? Much different than, I'm not sure what you're wanting to compare that to. The brushed Granite. If you're comparing it to the two-wheel drive brushed Granite, yeah, it does feel different. Like I said, one of the biggest things is going to be the mid motor. That really is going to make a difference in this. I would be actually interested to see this run against a brushed Granite. Not saying that this is going to be better, or the brushed Granite is going to be better, but you have mid motor configuration with this one. Now with the brushed two-wheel drive Granite, you can do like upgrades. You can, of course, make it brushless. You can change the gears out and put the metal gears in there, and modify a couple things to make it brushless. So suspension, I mean, it's been good. I mean, it's fine. I ran it on that rough terrain, and when you guys see the LiPo run, it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take those bumps and hits faster. So you'll see how this holds up. You know, tires are a big factor too in how a car handles. And this compound is not too hard and it's not too soft. It's just about right for it. I mean, and one good thing is that these are reversible. Of course, you can put the front in the rear and the rear in the front. So they're not a weird offset or anything. Yeah, I think Evan, I think I saw you with the voltage. I'm believing it's you, hope. And I think we've reached out to each other on Facebook as well. So yeah, your voltage, it did. I saw it running. I think you're the first one to get something on YouTube with that. I think we put that on the JT RC Facebook page as well. So yeah, Arrma is. I think Arrma is really making some good RCs. They're coming out with some new innovative stuff. They've updated their whole 8 scale line, and they got this coming out. So they've released 4 new cars within the last month or two, which two-wheel drive series, the Sentin and the Granite brushed, and then they've got this Voltage series. So that's 4 cars that they've released. So I think that's good, and they updated all their 8 scale cars. So yeah, I believe you was the first on YouTube for that, so that's a good thing. Yeah, this is going to compete with the ECX amp, which is 139. And then there is also, you guys remember I put up a couple of days ago, Force RC. They're releasing 2 cars, a 4-wheel drive stadium truck, and then also a 4-wheel drive monster truck. And those are in the price range too. So if I can get a couple more dollars, I may get one of those and just do a run. I mean, I don't have my amp anymore, but it would be good to take all 3 of these cars and just take them out and run them. And you guys can see the differences. Now, the difference is the amps radio is a lot smaller. I don't know if you guys have seen my video because I have had an amp as well. So that radio is smaller. The Force RC ones are kind of like some of the ones you sell on Nitro RCX, or it actually resembles the 4x4 ECX circuit and stuff. So I've had a 4x4 circuit. I know how those cars run. Yeah, I didn't get this at the hobby shop either. I got this off of Tower Hobbies. I'm not sure how many hobby shops will stock it yet because they can't even keep them on stock. They can't keep these in stock online. Every time they come out online, they're back ordered. So I was just, lucky and blessed enough just to be able to see this and order right then. So, yeah, they are two of my local hobby shops. The one that's closest to me has sold out all of their Sentence. And then they got the Granite, and we put that out there, and I believe they sold one or two of those. So they'll be probably selling out of their Granites pretty soon as well. And then there's another hobby shop that's about 30 miles away. They have them in stock there as well. So, all right, guys, we're about 41 minutes into this Q&A, so I'm probably going to end this because I doubt seriously anybody's going to watch the whole Q&A, but they may. If you're driving somewhere and just want to listen to my voice. So, well, guys, I'm gonna put up that brushless 2S run. I'll put that up probably in about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes or so, so you guys can see. I'm not sorry, not brushless. That shows you my brain is fried. The 2S lipo run. So we haven't thought about brushless yet. But I'll put up the 2S lipo run probably in about 10 minutes or so. So, guys, as always, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. Don't forget to like as well. But I'm seeing that a lot of people view my videos, but I don't have a lot of subscribers, which is fine. But I just looked at the statistics of this, and I saw that it's kind of funny. And I'll go ahead and put this out. About 72% as of what I saw that have viewed my videos are not subscribers. So I was like, what? That was kind of funny and surprising as well. So, um, yeah. But anyway, if you don't subscribe, that's fine. I enjoy you guys watching the videos anyway. So, stay tuned for that video coming up in just a minute. You guys find me on Facebook. Black Friday deals are coming out. There's a couple of I think Hobbyco's got a couple of excuse me, Black Friday deals on. It's going to be more aerial stuff, but I'll put that on the Facebook page as well. And as I get more Black Friday information, I will definitely let you guys know. So you guys stay tuned for that. If there's anything else that comes out there, it's better to try to find it on Facebook first, then, because I don't have all the time just to film a quick video and put it on YouTube. But if I have time, I will. So if you guys find any deals too, go to my Facebook page, JTRC, and put them out there as well. So you guys, I will see you tomorrow because I'm going to get some more running videos. But I will put up this other video. So as always, guys, thanks for watching and thanks for joining.